Hi guys, Anne from Amber Acres here. We're inside barn 1 again today. Okay, so we're in barn 1 and this is the group that's expected to start to lamb in about 2 weeks. We're gonna set up the lambing pens and the warming box, and I'm gonna attempt to do it by myself. All right, so I got 2 hog panel lambing pens set up, and I'm gonna set up the rest of them. And I'll also be putting the warming box at the top and it'll be protected by hog panels and a solid hog panel so that the animals, the ewes, cannot hit it and damage it. So when installing them, we've designed it so that the larger squares are at the top and the smaller sections of steel are on the bottom. This way the small lambs can't get in and out. And Brian just made these, welded on these rods. Well, he made the rod, took this, you can see our other video, I'll put a link on it, and it shows you how he made it step by step if you're interested in seeing how we made it. We made them last year and they held up last season, and barn 2 just used them, and now we're setting up barn 1. So they were a very affordable way for us to get going. This is only our 2nd year lambing with this flock of 300, so we're very excited to see that they've held up and they work quite well and they're easy to handle. Okay, I almost set it up wrong. So at one end of the 5-foot panel, we've got 2 of these things at both the top and bottom. If there's 2 on the end, it does not go against the concrete wall. It needs to go at the opposite end over here because it's going to join in another 4-foot panel. So I'm going to just flip this one around because at this end you can see there's only 1 hinge. So that one belongs against the concrete wall. And again, this end, it requires to be at the door. So as you can see here, the second handle will go, as you can see here, because they're all hinged together. And that basically is what's holding them apart, holding them up. See, we got a 5-foot. So each pen is made up of 2 5-foot hog panels and 1 4-foot section. The 4-foot section is what's used as a door to let the animal in and out. And it's all hinged together. We should probably have about 17. We had 17 in barn 2 just in the month of March. And I'm taking a long time. So far I've only got 3 set up. So along the concrete wall we have that attached. Okay, we have 1 for each hog panel, and you can see there's a whole row down the whole length of the concrete wall. Okay, and then we have the rod that Brian just turned to make a handle on it, and they all interconnect. We just cleaned out the barn the other day, not long ago, and it's not a drive-through barn, so it's very difficult to remove all of the straw. And as we're approaching, as we're in spring, the weather is quite wet at times, and we don't want to have the newborn lambs on concrete. It's way too cold, way too wet. So we have to have a bit of a pack, and we'll continue to put straw to build up the pack inside the lambing pens. This section here will not be accessible to the sheep as they start lambing, which can occur at any point. We're 2 weeks away, approximately. They can start lambing at any point. We anticipate them starting as of May 1st. And once they start lambing, they'll be put into the jugs here for 24 to 48 hours. Ideally, it's 48 hours. It's just going to depend on how quickly they start lambing and how many lamb in one day. So this group in barn 1 has a total of 117 ewes that are expected to start lambing as of May 1st. So this barn's been cleaned out not too long ago, and you can see that the pack is starting to build up, but they have full access to the foot rail. So we're hoping that the lambs are not going to bounce in all that easily into the feeding alley. But time will tell. Some of them are starting to look like they're preparing soon. We're getting some udders. They're filling out nicely. Some are bigger than others. She looks pretty good. They do like to eat the straw. It's dusty. I think that's why some of them are sneezing. It's okay, girls. It's okay. We just put the straw out again, so we tend to like to eat the straw. In there. Lots of green in there, in the straw. That's why I like to eat it. And because we unroll the bale in here, we have to put the whole thing. So it's pretty thick. Everyone's looking pretty good so far today. They do a walk around each day and check their udder size and see how they're progressing and how loose they're looking. If there's any signs of lambing. We're only a few days away, so we do have to keep walking around and just checking them. We do have one in the group that's prolapsed, so I'll see if I can find her. She must be around on the other side. We'll see how she's doing. Oh, there she is. Oh yeah, she's looking pretty big. Yeah, I'll see if I can get a little closer to her as we check the other ones as we go down. Oh, she's looking pretty big. That's a tiny one. Oh. She doesn't even look like she's pregnant. She doesn't even have an udder. But all the girls in this barn right now are all have been confirmed as being bred. That was a 25-day cycle in which the rams were in with them. And the expected date is approximately May 1st. I lost her. She's over there again. It's getting exciting. Very anxious to have barn 1 start to lamb. Last year we had barn 1 and barn 2 all lambing at the same time. This year, barn 2 lambed in March. And barn 1 is about to lamb in May. It's a little tricky because we'll be planting in May. There she is. Yep. That'll be, the prolapsed one will be culled after she lambs, and we likely won't keep her lambs either. If she has ewe lambs, they likely will not be kept for producing, just to play it safe. We don't want to have to deal with prolapsing. It happened last year to that same animal, and it's happened again this year. Therefore, we'll cull her at the end of the season, and we won't keep any of her babies, just to be safe. So stay tuned, and we'll start doing much more regular videos and share our daily progress. All right, we'll see you in the next video.